everyone, it's Dr. Rick with another unboxing. Today's unboxing is on vitamin code zinc. So zinc is a really important element and a mineral, and it's important because like my love of magnesium, zinc is oftentimes forgotten to be checked by doctors. If I have anybody with bowel problems, I usually check a zinc level because I think, or if I have anybody on a diuretic that has been balanced with regards to magnesium and I can't get, or having difficulty with balance in magnesium, taking care of that deficiency, I would go on to check a zinc level. Mostly because when you have, I think zinc's properties are important. In many cases, you'll hear about people who fail high-dose vitamin C during sickness. They'll try zinc and do better, at least some subsets. I feel that more so than vitamin C, I have irritable bowel, and if I take high-dose vitamin C during times when I'm sick, which is usually coming up now, fall, and when kids get back to school, and then spring when the flowers start to bloom, I think both of those times initiate a change in the environment and really produce infection. So I'm expecting about 3 weeks to 6 weeks, everybody's going to be calling in saying they're having sniffles, colds, sore throats, or coughing. And I think it's common. So, as I was alluding to, sometimes you can take high-dose vitamin C, like 5 grams a day, according to the Linus Pauling Institute, to help your immune system. And I have a doctor with Alexian Brothers who does IV vitamin C, which is awesome because it's also an antioxidant. I've seen some nice data too with high-dose vitamin C in cancer. However, if you take it by mouth, a big side effect is diarrhea. So, because vitamin C is an irritant to the colon. Versus zinc, no problems with diarrhea. Actually, 0 side effects, except for people who do the nasal spray. There are some nasal sprays you can do with zinc. I don't agree with them because there have been cases where you cannot smell after using zinc, and sometimes it's permanent. So I'd avoid that. Some people have nice response to zinc lozenges. I think Cold D's, if I'm not mistaken, is a zinc lozenge. It has more of it listed as homeopathic, a form of zinc. But I let Consumer Labs, they evaluated, they found it was about 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc glucuronate, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, but Cold D's, that's 2 to 3 milligrams because if you take it by mouth in lozenge form, there's an action that in the mouth when you let it dissolve, it somehow changes the immunity in the mouth and throat, pharynx, and even in the nose. Again, I wouldn't do nasal spray zinc, I just do throat lozenges or zinc every day. So in this case, I think zinc does work with improving immunity. Sometimes people who are low in zinc might have a problem with taste, so you can do a little bit of a taste test by seeing if your taste changes when you have enough zinc. I like to have 30 grams of zinc, and sometimes I'll have an associated copper too. 3 grams of copper, 30 grams of zinc. That's the way I remember it. Because if you do take zinc for immune times, it will block copper absorption, which is a problem. So when you have too high of a dose of zinc and too low of a dose of copper, you can have an immune issue again. If you have just too low of a dose of zinc, forget the copper part, again you can have an immune. So if you have a deficiency of zinc, immune issues. If you have too much zinc and low copper, immune issues. So watch yourself as far as taking it. What I usually do is divide the year into 4, so 3 months, and 4 sets of 3. So usually at the change of season, which would be spring and fall, I will use zinc. On the other times of the year, the other subsets of the year, I will avoid zinc, maybe take copper. Always checking zinc levels. So I think that it does help prevent infection in the spring, and it does help prevent infection as kids get back into school in the fall. So I'm going to be doing this every day instead of what I used to take. This is my old zinc that I used to take. I just didn't have time to go to Fruitful Yield. I wanted to try something different, but I do like Now Foods products. I like the glycinate, I think gets absorbed better. Zinc glucuronate, I think is a little bit iffy. Or zinc with citrate, forget it. I don't like citrate or oxide in anything. I think it's a cheap way to make a mineral. absorbable, but it just get the I don't like those two components. So I'd rather have, like you've seen in my magnesium, magnesium potassium aspartate, or magnesium glycinate, or magnesium malate. As far as zinc is concerned, now this is the only critique I have for these guys is there isn't a form of zinc that's noted up here, but there's a whole bunch of other things that are really cool. So I would say, I'm going to give it a try, see how it does. Oh, there's also vitamin C in here, so you have 2 for 1 as far as immunity. So I'll start taking it probably in about 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing my fasting mimicking diet, getting off of that, and then school's going to start. So August 14th to September, October, November 14th, and then stop at that point in time and wait from November, December, January, March. I'll start up the other stuff again at the opposite end of the year, because spring is kind of March, April, May. Everybody gets a little bit of allergy type infection, allergy triggered infections. That's when I would start for them. So this is just a basic on zinc, how I like it for immune system. Also for people with colon issues like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. I think when your lining is raw, I think zinc will help you. So just have to make sure it gets in properly. And so with immunity, there's some with some people who have macular degeneration. I think zinc does better in its AREDS supplement. So macular degeneration, if that's you might want to do it. Immunity issues, if you have a problem, you might want to try it. Bowel problems, if you're not balanced yet and you're still irregular, you might want to try it. So for those 3 things, give it a try. Again, keep it at 3 months in the spring, 3 months in the fall. Give yourself some time off between. And copper would be your option. If you can take it with copper, fine. If you want to do the opposite ends when you're taking off time from zinc, if you want to do copper during those 3 months, that'd be fine. I don't really enjoy copper supplementation. I just think it's a nice piggyback if you're a caution if you're taking zinc. So hopefully you'll get some benefit in this cold and flu season. Versus vitamin C. If you have another way that you take zinc, that'd be great, a lozenge that you like. Or if you've had a problem with nose issue and not being able to smell after that, that'd be great. Put your comments down below. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next unboxing.